Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, how are you today? I will start. Farhan asked me to start, and he'll be with you afterwards. So, a few hours ago, the President of the General Assembly arrived in Ghana, her last stop during an official trip to West and Central Africa. Ms. María Fernanda Espinosa is meeting today the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Ms. Shirley Ayorkor Botchway. In Accra, the country's capital city, Ms. Espinosa will hold separate bilateral meetings with the Speaker of the Parliament, Professor Mike Oquaye, and the heads of UN agencies in Ghana. The President of the General Assembly is also expected to deliver a guest lecture series on the role of multilateralism at the Council of Foreign Relations. During her official travel, the PGA will meet His Excellency, Mr. Nana Akufo-Addo, the President of Ghana, to discuss cooperation with the United Nations, the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals, and the country's contribution to strengthening multilateralism, among other topics. She will depart from Ghana on 11th May and return to New York. And more information on the President's visit to Africa you can find on our website, which is un.org/pj/73. And this morning, the GA is holding the third informal intergovernmental consultations to determine the precise modalities and organizational aspects of the International Migration Review Forums. The meeting is taking place until 1 p.m. today at the ECOSOC chamber. In a letter transmitted to member states by the PGA, both co-facilitators outlined suggestions to be discussed in roundtables on challenges and opportunities of the Global Compact for safe, orderly, and regular migration, modalities and formats, as well as participation across geographical regions. Ms. María Fernanda Espinosa expressed her gratitude to member states for taking part in a constructive and positive discussion, as well as to the ambassador of Bangladesh to the UN, His Excellency Masoud bin Momen, and the permanent representative of Spain, His Excellency Agustín Santos Maraver, who are co-facilitators in this process. And this is a very brief, short briefing today. Do you have any questions? Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much. I have two questions. One is a wide scope one, and the other one is a short one. What is UN Secretary General Mr. Guterres' official stance in regards to genocide and crimes against humanity, like in general?
Sure. And your second question is, why you have your mic on? Your microphone?
Yes, and my second question is, did Secretary General Guterres mention in any way the first genocide of 20th century, Armenian genocide, during this time period? Thank you.
Okay. I thank you for your question. I'm here on behalf of the President of the General Assembly, so I'm the spokesperson for the President of the General Assembly. I'm sure my colleague, Farhan Haq, will take your questions after this briefing, but thank you very much.
Can I reverse it? Can you give me the opinion of the President of the General Assembly on this very important issue?
Okay, no, sure. I will rather refer you to my colleague Farhan Haq on this issue, who is actually arriving, and I don't want to delay this meeting. Let's go to, you have another question, but thank you very much for your question. Farhan, I will get over to you. Sorry about this. Mr. Abadi.
Thank you, Monica. The President is visiting a few countries in Africa. What considerations were taken into account in the selection of these countries?
The elections of the country. Oh, the selection. Oh, okay. Actually, the invitation and trips to official trips to countries undertaken by the General Assembly President is actually, they are agreed in advance, and they are requests and invitations made by the countries. So she and her cabinet, of course, have to analyze and see the requests in accordance with the calendar that, as you know, is very tight. It's a calendar for a year. And Mrs. Espinosa also has a very tight agenda at the headquarters here in New York. So the calendar has been agreed already, is finalized for this year. And she has been visiting the countries that invited her. But of course, all the invitations come, but it's difficult to accommodate everything. Yes.
Were other invitations extended by other states to the president?
Or the invitations that she had received? Yeah, I understand that many countries invited Mrs. Espinosa, and she tried to accommodate the visits with, of course, the heavy load of work that she has here at the headquarters, yes. Anything else? If not, I will get over. Sorry. Thank you very much, and I see you tomorrow. Thank you.